Chem FM radio station helps all your chemistry needs. Hi, this is Chem FM radio station. Yeah, I'm a student here at Colegio Americano. I have, seriously, a lot of problems in chemistry like every other student here. I got this note here from the teacher. Here's the thing, I get nothing. I don't know the point of Boyle's Law, I don't get...
Gas laws in general describe the relationship between pressure, temperature, volume, and number of moles among gases.
Oh, Boyle's Law? Wait. Oh yeah, Boyle's Law. Boyle's Law is pretty simple. Everything you need to know is that it involves both the variables of volume and pressure. And as for the relationship should be...
The relationship is inversely proportional, and as volume increases, pressure decreases. Okay, so as you can see on this graph, as pressure increases, volume decreases, and as volume increases, pressure decreases.
So as you can see here, the beginning formula is volume equals 1 over pressure. But then, as you go on, you can transform that by multiplying pressure on both sides, and then leaving you with PV, pressure times volume, equals a constant, which is, in this case, 1. Then you can actually replace that constant with another volume times pressure, leaving us with volume times pressure equals volume times pressure 2. So, that should be it for Boyle's Law, the first rule in gas laws. Anything else you...
Whoa, the lights are back. Alright dude, don't forget to pay the electricity bill next time.
Thank God I would change the office.
Okay, I need an explanation on Charles' law.
What Charles' law is? Charles' law is a relationship between volume and temperature. It's a directly proportional relationship. What does this mean? It means that as volume increases, temperature increases, and as volume decreases, temperature decreases. The default equation is volume equals constant times temperature. So what you have to do is divide temperature in both sides. So you will have as a result volume over temperature equals a constant. And since K is a constant, V over T equals V over T.
Welcome to Chem FM again! All viewers here, I want you guys all to know that we're not using our face calling system in
A
here.
new installment that we just made yesterday.
To be in fact, okay. We have a face caller right here called Jackson. Jackson, how are you?
Hello. My problem here is with Avogadro's law.
Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law basically states that the number of volume and number of moles is directly proportional to each other. So basically, you want to also look at it mathematically. V equals K times N, being the derived form, and when you turn it to its actual equation, it's K equals V over N. And technically speaking, since K equals V over N, you could just say volume over the number of moles equals volume over the number of moles. Mathematically speaking, of course. We got a caller here, Stefan. Let's see.
My name is Alex. Hi Alex, we wanted to know what's your question about chemistry.
Tell us what you want to know.
What I want to know is, what's up with the ideal gas law? And what does R exactly mean?
Okay, ideal gas law. Well, ideal gas law is quite different from the others. Basically, it is that the equation of a state of an ideal gas behaves like the other gases in many conditions. In general, an ideal gas law does not have a graph. mathematically. Listen to what Stefan will say. Relate.
So the formula is pressure times volume equals moles times R times temperature.
Temperature. Quite slow here, Stefan, but let me show you.
I'm sorry,
R.
I keep forgetting about the equation.
You're forgetting everything today. Okay. R actually is the behavior. It's the real gas constant that describes the ideal gas behavior. It is expressed in a number called R, 0.0821 atm. Got another one here. Man, we're on fire today. So who's this here? Who am I speaking to? Sam. Sam? You want to know about what?
I'd like to know a little bit more about Dalton's law.
Dalton's law. Okay, Dalton's law. Dalton's law basically states how the sum of all the partial pressures or all the gases combined equal one large gas. Not so difficult, isn't it? As well, really, there's no graph to represent this because it's actually a very simple equation. It only involves addition. So all you can do really is P total number of pressure, total number of gas, equals P1 plus P2 plus P3, and so on as how many partial pressures you have.
I think we have another color, man.
Respond?
Okay. His name is Adam. Okay, Adam. What's your question about chemistry?
I want to know about how exactly Gay-Lussac's pressure and temperature values work.
Okay.
So it's about Gay-Lussac's.
Gay-Lussac's, well basically Gay-Lussac states that pressure and temperature are directly proportional to each other, both increasing as volume is kept constant. Mathematically, Stefan, what would it be?
The formula for Gay-Lussac's law is pressure equals K, meaning a constant, times temperature. In other ways to say this, pressure over temperature equals a constant, and since pressure over temperature equals a constant, pressure over temperature equals pressure over temperature.
Very long explanation, but makes sense. Does make a lot of sense, and the graph itself actually does justice to the mathematical formula. Basically, it's a straight line going directly up. Positive slope is a linear graph. It is pressure in the y-axis, temperature in the x-axis. Another color. Okay, let's see. Okay, what's your name then? Arnold. Arnold, what is your question?
This is the only one I haven't understood so far, which would be Graham's law.
Okay, Graham's law.
Yeah, one of the hard ones.
Let's
So,
see.
this law, compared to the other ones, actually involves velocity and the masses. So simply put, Graham's law states that the rates of diffusion of gases are inversely proportional to the square root of their masses. Alright? So, as for its formula, it's pretty much.
Formula, yeah, it's basically just velocity, as you can see. Velocity of the first gas divided by the velocity of the second gas, which is equal to the square root of the mass of the second gas and the mass of the first. So basically you can see it is inversely proportional. If you actually plug in the wrong numbers, or you put in the other way around, the mass of the first gas divided by the mass of the second gas, you'll get something completely wrong. Okay, I have my day off work right now, sorry man.
Okay.
See you
I
later.
think we have a new colleague, Mr. Sasha I can't spell that. Okay.
Russian?
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Sasha, sorry I can't spell your last name. What questions do you have about chemistry?
Hello. I need some help here on a combined gas law.
I see. It's about the combined gas law. Okay. So first of all, The combined Gauss law is a relationship between pressure, volume, and temperature. The main formula for this would be pressure times volume equals a constant times temperature, and then you can turn it into pressure times volume over temperature. And since K is a constant, volume times pressure over temperature equals volume times pressure over temperature. Well then, thanks for calling, and please remember to listen to our radio. Come on, fam! Thanks for listening!